Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Wendy's Way. I realize it's been a while since I've posted a video, not for lack of desire or lack of things to talk about. Today is June 21st, 2020. It's Father's Day. It's my parents' wedding anniversary. They've been married for 61 years. And I thought I should talk to you all again about what's happening in my life. This is that new walk I've been talking about, and it seems to be ever changing and morphing and growing and going sideways. On the 10th of June, I went to the University of Iowa Hospitals in Iowa City, and I had a surgery. It was largely called a debulking surgery because they had confirmed by CAT scan that my abdomen had a large amount of what they assumed were borderline tumors, the borderline serous tumors that I've had in the past. When they went in and did the surgery, I was on the table again for between 8 and 9 hours. And it took that long for them to remove all of the tumors and the tissues and the things that the tumors were attached to that they could not safely be detached from. In total, they removed my spleen, a section of the fatty lining of my abdominal wall, liposuction, folks, and 3 sections of intestine. And I don't remember 2 large, 1 small, or the opposite, but in total, approximately 36 inches of bowel. They also, at least temporarily, installed a colostomy on my abdomen. And this we won't know about the permanence or the temporary nature of it for up to 3 months. The reason they did it is because with all of the cuts and resutures that they needed to make in my bowel, they want to give it as much time and ability to heal as possible. And so by rerouting the activity for at least a while, the healing will stand a much better chance. And so I'm praying that sooner rather than later, within this 3-month time frame they've given me, I will know whether or not the colostomy is permanent. And if you would, please pray with me that it's not, that it's just a temporary thing. But if it's what God wills, it's what God wills. After my surgery, the what's the word I'm looking for? Diagnosis came back with pathology reports that, to encapsulate it all, basically the amount of material they removed from my abdomen was tested positive for cancer. It's called low-grade serous carcinoma, which basically is low-grade ovarian cancer. It's rare that it's low-grade, but I don't do things normal. Never have. And so the low-grade ovarian cancer is something they don't have a great deal of experience with versus your typical ovarian cancer, which is high grade. So, ongoing. July 2nd, I meet with my oncologist, my surgeon, If you can hear the things burgling beneath the camera, I apologize. I have no control of what's happening. But I'm glad that it's happening, because if it weren't, I'd be in a world of hurt. So blowing bubbles in a bag is my reality for at least a while. Okay. July 2nd, I meet with my oncologist. We talk about the surgery. We talk about the prognosis. We talk about treatment options and ongoing treatment. It's quite passable. Been playing with words for the last week and a half. It is quite possible that after this lengthy and thorough surgery, where the doctor removed every bit of tumor and or tissue that he found, which appeared to be carcinoma, that, you know, I am all but cancer-free at this moment, but we don't know that. And, you know, I may be as cancer-free as I'm ever going to be. I may be cancer-free forever. That is God's decision and God's decision alone. What we must do is listen to His direction and do what is necessary to keep me as healthy as possible. From what I've gleaned thus far, low-grade serous carcinoma does not respond well, if at all, to chemotherapy, which to me, honestly, was a very good thing, a very positive thing. Chemotherapy is never anything that I've wanted to undergo. Poisoning your body to try and kill what's killing you, to extend your life, if it degrades the quality of your life, then what's the point? Honestly, you know, if my life will be limited at all, and it may not, I could still live to be 100 years old. No one knows, except God. So I'll take the treatment options that seem right, that He is sending me toward. Quite likely right now it's going to be pharmaceutical therapy, probably a pill form, which is anti-estrogen, because my cancer feeds on estrogen and hormones. So I'll have more information later, but that likely is going to be the course of action. And I can already tell you that it's been very emotional. And it's already shown God's will in my life. You know, my church family, my blood family, my friends, I am overwhelmed with the number of people in my life that I love and who love me and aren't afraid to show it. And what an amazing blessing that is, isn't it? What an amazing blessing that the Lord put Mlu in my life almost 5 years ago now. And that, you know, He has gotten as close to my heart as a son. He was here when Bubba passed away. You know, we made decisions together as a family, he and I. And that's what we are. And now He's here taking care of me. What an incredible young man. You know, he's taking summer school. He's taking care of my animals. He's taking care of my garden. He's taking care of my home. And He's taking care of me. He gives me shots twice a day for the blood thinner that I haven't worked up the courage to do myself. If you know anybody in pharmaceuticals, if they could make a spring-loaded injection of Lovenox, rather than you have to stick a half-inch needle in yourself. That would be so helpful. Anyway, this amazing young man is giving me shots twice a day. He's making sure that I take the meds that I'm supposed to take. He is preparing meals for me, which are very different than what we used to eat, or that either one of us may, have craved at any given time. He's my chauffeur. He's my best friend. He is, he's an amazing young man. And he still teaches me the Bible every night and prays with me every night. I have learned already that my perspective has changed on life and the things in life. My priorities in life have already taken a slight shift. There are things that I didn't really stress over, but I allowed myself to fill my plate beyond the edges on the things that I wanted to accomplish and I believed that the Lord wanted me to accomplish. And yet I was never able to complete it all, either to His satisfaction or to mine. And now I can see that a lot of those things don't matter much at all. What matters is glorifying God, loving people, and taking care of one another. And my animals, of course. Compassion for God's creatures will always be a very important thing in my world. But I love the YouTube channel, and I will continue as often as possible to post on it. And I love crochet, and I will continue. And I love gardening and cooking and all those things, and I will continue as much as possible. Right now I'm still in recovery. It's been 11 days, and yeah, it was major. So I'm feeling so much better already. The sun is shining, and it's a glorious world. And my Lord loves me, and I love Him. And I look forward to tomorrow. I thank you all so much for joining me here at Wendy's Way. If you get any value at all from my videos, which primarily are about food, faith, and fiber, and will be once again, I do pray that you would share them on your social media. Give a thumbs up to the videos, subscribe to the channel if you see fit, and pray with me that what the Lord wants will happen, and the wisdom of the medical professionals will continue on as beautifully as it has thus far. And help everyone to remember that answered prayer isn't always yes. Answered prayer is, your will be done, Lord, and His will being done. Just because I don't want a colostomy doesn't mean that my having it can't somehow positively impact or educate or influence someone. We don't know. My having cancer may, influence, educate someone. We don't know. It certainly has opened up my heart to different things in the past week and a half. So I love you all, and I pray that the good Lord, who blesses me each and every day of my life, blesses you as well, today and always. Amen.